What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode with Clement Customs here. Like I said, we're still at Dad's shop. You're gonna be seeing that a lot. But today, Tay and I are gonna start tackling the wiring and the Dodge and get it all out of the way so this cab can get off. So I'm gonna get Tay to be working on all this rat's nest, getting this all figured out and cleaned up, while I go inside and I'll start taking this dash completely apart and get all the wiring out of there.
Gotta do the brakes too. Gotta take all the brake assembly apart off of this as well. That'll be fun. So let's get this day on the road, I guess.
Well, let's get at it.
Harness is out.
All right. I hate plastic garbage. One of the pieces off out of the 30 that we need to do.
All right, got the main engine harness apart, taken out. Now we can, make that look nice and get it ready to go back in eventually. But first off, when I do all this harness work, I find it very useful to get this telecommunication wiring. Got so many different colors and all that sort of stuff that makes disassembly and assembly way easier. Even though a lot of stuff is kind of just falls into place where it needs to be, it's good to take your time and just, make sure that you don't mess up your install. It just keeps things organized, and any questions, it just makes it self-explanatory for you. So anyways, I'll start taking off some more wiring and lines and stuff, but let's see what Jake's up to. How you doing in there, buddy?
Good, I almost have this gauge cluster out. I got the last screw for this gauge cluster, which I think I'm gonna have to take other things. Oh, no, I lied.
Wheeler out?
Yeah. Every pin.
Man, that light is bright.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Let's see here. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go.
All right.
Now, there's a chance we might use this in the crew cab. We're not too sure, but it definitely will be easier to hook up all the Dodge tack and Speedo and all that instead of using the Ford stuff. So we'll see. I would like to use the Ford stuff, but this is probably gonna be a lot easier, and we'll probably just make this look super sexy and make this work. So we'll keep this and not throw this out.
Jake's been looking for his mic, looking everywhere. He's barely left the truck, and where is it? Stuck to the side of the body. There we go, buddy.
Thanks,
Here you
dude.
go.
All right.
So
Okay.
we'll get back to what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, so I think I have this dash fully unbolted, other than the top. Stupid, Dodge doesn't think of smart things like this, but they put the screws underneath the front window seal. So we technically would have to take the window out to get the full dash out. But guess what? I'm not taking this glass out. So let's try. And
There we go, baby. Get her out.
all right, so now basically what I'm gonna do, I'll take all these supports out of the way because we won't need these, get all these switches out of the way. Then we only have wiring in this area. And then once that's the case, we can start taking apart the wiring, make sure it's all labeled correctly. And then we can focus on getting this cab off of here.
She's coming. I'm gonna work on disconnecting the steering coupler, throttle linkage, and then get going on the brake booster. So let's keep her coming.
Tay's gotten the steering all taken apart. And now we're working on in here with getting all the wiring off of the column so all the ignition is disconnected and whatnot. So, you want to do the honors,
Me?
buddy? Yeah. Okay. You get in there. Okay. You're small, you're little.
All right.
Nice work.
Here she is. Hopefully we're not going to need any of this.
No.
But never know.
When you're doing something like this that's not usual, always keep the parts just in case you may have to use some of them. We've learned that the hard way before.
All right, should we get the brake booster out then, buddy?
I think that's our next game plan. So next step, that's the only thing that's basically holding everything here to the cab is this bitch. So let's get this out of here. And then once that's out, we can technically start unbolting the cab and this cab can come off. All right, so Tay and I got the 4 cab mounting bolts fully off. So now this cab is technically not fully bolted to the frame, which is good. So what Tay and I are gonna do now, we're gonna move all these parts out of the way, clean up the inside of the cab, and then we're gonna pull the gantry out, roll it over, take this cab hopefully off, and roll the frame out. So let's get some cleaning going on, and then once that's done, we'll hopefully get this cab off. All right, Tay and I got it all hooked up, so let's
Try lifting.
pull it off.
See if we can break the window up.
Yeah. We forgot to disconnect the parking cable or the e-brake cable, so let's do that and then we can fully be disconnected. Well, there you guys go. There is a bare frame with our transmission, our motor, everything. Look at that.
Success. So yeah, let's lower this down and get a pallet or something.
Yeah, let's get this. We'll deal with the cab first, then we can I'll show you some videos of all this.
Good luck, pallet.
Yeah. All right. Let's go grab the forklift, bring that in here, take this cab off, and get it out of here. And this time, I'm actually going to remember to turn on the propane because last time I forgot about that. Oh, it's already on.
It's already on?
He actually never turns it off.
There you go, I think you have it. Bring down. Perfect. got her home. Who wants it? Back in.
All right, so here's just a quick little update now. Like I said, the cab's now out. It's moved where the Dodge used to be sitting, so that's now completely out of the way. And now we're dealing with just the frame and the drivetrain. While we have the cab off, we're gonna do certain things that will make our life a lot easier. We got new shocks. There's a couple other little things with motor mounts that we can deal with. Like I said, this is a lot easier to service now that there's no cab, so we'll get onto that in the near future here. So there you go. Here's our frame we are going to be dealing with, and also the whole drivetrain. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring the crew cab forward up here. We're going to start taking the front end apart of it and kind of start taking some measurements of how this will fit. Our biggest issue, or what we think our biggest issue, is having this rad and this intercooler is it quite a little bit bigger than what we have with the Ford. Fitting all this is going to be interesting on that Ford body. So we're going to get the Ford up in here, nose it in, and start measuring and taking the Ford a little bit apart to see what we're going to have to modify to make fit. So let's go grab the crew cab. Nice thing, Dad's property is so big, we got a golf cart. I don't want to walk, especially with a battery. So might as well drive. Look at that girl. I haven't seen her in a hot minute. Always tighten down your battery terminals. Today, we're not going to do that. All right, let's see if she fires up. Like I said, this motor's super unhappy, so the drive from here to even the front of the shop, it's going to sound like a piece of shit. Oh, I have missed this truck. Tay and I used to actually drive this truck before the motor crapped out. We knew it was going to crap out, but we just kind of ran it till she died, so.
Struggled a bit, eh, buddy?
Yeah, she's unhappy. Also, the steering wheel is so moldy and I just touched everything. Oh, that steering wheel's nasty. Crew cab is in the shop. This is what I want to see. A frame and a cab, and let's just join them together. So here we go.
All right, like we said, Ford's in. We're gonna start taking these front fenders off. Jake's already in the process.
Yeah.
So front fenders off, get the grill, the rad mount, get all that out so we can start test fitting it on the old Dodge. I'll also pull this front mount out as well. Your guess is as good as ours. This is our first time trying it, so let's see what happens. Good?
Yep. Yeah.
Where's the camera? There it is. First piece off. Perfect.
Wanna go that way?
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. Ready?
Oh baby.
There you go. All right, let's go test it on the Dodge and see how far off we are. You got that side?
Yeah, or about. That's about. So we got some adjustments needed.
Yeah. She's a little off.
She's a little off. We need to be
There.
here. Okay.
So what? We're 3-4 inches out.
Something like that.
Yeah.
6 maybe.
Oh, great. Half a foot.
Yeah. So.
Well,
All right.
I didn't want to show you guys me unbolting this fender. It's boring. So I snapped every single bolt that held this fender on. They haven't been touched in a hot minute. So let's get this off. All right. Let's put her over where she needs to go. Both fenders are off. Now we gotta deal with this rust bucket.
Okay, so as of for these support pieces, I don't think we're going to use them. They've seen better days. So I think we'll just build some new ones. We don't know how, all this is going to adapt. So we might as well just build new supports. Same with the rad mount and all that. Just because the rad mount's different in the Dodge, we're going to start probably cutting this up and trying to make this work for that, instead of worrying about this. Also, due to the fact that we have about a 6-inch difference up front here between the center of the wheel and the fender and how it was originally, we're going to work on possibly setting the whole rad back 6 inches. We're going to probably work on taking this fan out so we can move the rad as close as we can to the engine. And I think we're going to put a small, not small, but we're going to put maybe 2 electric fans in here between the intercooler and the rad, so that hopefully we can bring all of this up 6 inches, enough to keep our wheel centered in the fender. So that should be interesting. Again, a first for both of us.
Yep.
So for now, I think we're done with the Ford for today. Might as well throw the battery back in it, park it outside, get back to working on the Dodge. This is what I call executive service right here. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Ba, 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 ba.
All right, like Tay just discussed, we got to figure out clearance of this issue, get rid of this giant fan out of the way, and we're probably going to figure out 2 different electric fans up front here. So that being said, I found online, there's a company that makes a fan setup that's 12 inch by 12 inch, and they're only 2.4 inches thick. And we have about 3 inches of clearance between the front of this rad and the back of the intercooler. So, which is perfect. That's exactly what we're kind of looking for. So now we're going to try and see if we can get this fan off. There's a good chance we won't, because Dad doesn't have the correct tools that we actually need. So, and these fans can be on there so tight. So it would be nice to have an air hammer here for sure to actually get this off. So I'm going to end the video at that. Got a lot done on this one, but like I said, we're going to now, next video, we're going to focus on getting all this back a couple more inches. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and thank you guys all for sticking around.